Why do you keep choosing comfort even when you know it's ruining your future? You open your laptop to work, then you pause. Maybe you should check your phone first, just for a minute. A notification, a message, a quick scroll. Suddenly, 40 minutes are gone, and the strange part is, you knew it would happen. You knew you were avoiding something, but comfort won anyway. Meet Jason. Jason is 25. 6 months ago, he bought an online course on data analytics, not because someone forced him, because he wanted to change his career. The course dashboard still shows the same number it showed on the first day, 0% completed. The course tab lives quietly in his browser bookmarks. Every evening he tells himself he'll start. Tonight feels perfect. He makes coffee, opens his laptop, clicks the course link. The first lesson loads. 30 minutes. Jason stares at the screen. It's not difficult, it's just unfamiliar. A tiny tension forms in his chest. A quiet voice appears. Maybe start tomorrow when your mind is fresh. He closes the tab. Not forever, just for today. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow always sounds better. Days pass. The bookmark stays there. Sometimes Jason opens it, just to check, just to remind himself he still plans to start. But every time the same thing happens. A small discomfort appears. His brain looks for relief, and relief is everywhere. His phone, YouTube, a snack, a quick nap. None of these things feel like quitting. They feel temporary. That's the strange thing about procrastination. You never say, "I'm giving up." You say, "I'll start later." Weeks pass, then months. The course bookmark slowly slides lower in the list as Jason adds new ones, news sites, videos, random articles. The course stays there quietly, waiting. Jason begins noticing something uncomfortable. Every night he promises himself tomorrow will be different. Every morning he wakes up the same. That's the invisible damage, not failure, something slower. The quiet erosion of believing you'll ever follow through. From the outside, Jason looks normal. He goes to work, talks with coworkers, laughs during lunch. Inside, something follows him everywhere. The feeling that life is moving, but he isn't. One evening, Jason is lying on his bed scrolling through social media. He stops on a post. His friend Daniel. Daniel is smiling in a photo. Behind him is a small desk set up with 2 monitors. The caption says, "Just landed my first freelance data project." Jason stares at the screen because he remembers something. 6 months ago, they had the same conversation. Both of them wanted to learn analytics. Both of them bought the same course. Jason opens the bookmark. The dashboard loads. 0% completed. He looks back at the photo. Daniel had started. Jason had waited. The room is quiet. The phone screen slowly dims. Jason places the phone beside him, and for a moment he just sits there. Not angry, not jealous, just aware. The opportunity didn't disappear. He stepped away from it. That realization feels heavier than any deadline. Because Jason finally sees the pattern. His brain isn't trying to ruin his life. It's trying to keep him comfortable. Starting something new feels uncertain. Uncertainty feels dangerous to the brain. So the brain suggests relief. Check the phone, watch something, do anything easier. Comfort wins the moment, but progress disappears. Jason realizes he has been waiting for motivation, waiting to feel ready, waiting for the moment when work feels easy, but that moment never arrives.
Comfort,
always arrives first. The next evening, he opens his laptop again. The bookmark is still there. Data Analytics course. Jason hovers the cursor over it. The usual resistance appears. That familiar voice returns. Maybe tomorrow. But this time, Jason tries something different. He makes a smaller rule. Not finish the lesson, not study for hours. Just open the video. That's it. He clicks. The lesson starts playing. Jason watches the first 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 5. Something strange happens. The discomfort fades because the hardest part wasn't learning, it was starting. After 10 minutes, he pauses the video. Not exhausted, not overwhelmed, just surprised. Jason closes the laptop, but something feels different. The bookmark is no longer a symbol of delay, it's a door he finally opened. The next day, the resistance returns. Of course it does. The brain still prefers comfort, but Jason repeats the same rule. Just open the lesson. Some days he watches 5 minutes, some days 20. One evening, he almost skips it entirely. His phone is already in his hand. A video is about to play. Then he remembers the rule. Just open the lesson first. He opens the laptop, starts the video, and before he realizes it, 15 minutes pass. A week later, something changes. The bookmark moves higher in his browser because now he opens it every day. Progress is still slow, but it exists. The course percentage changes, 3%, then 7%, then 12%. Numbers he had never seen before. Jason begins noticing something else. The work doesn't feel easier, but starting feels less dramatic because his brain has learned something new. Discomfort doesn't last forever. Avoiding it does. The biggest lie procrastination tells you is this: you need motivation to begin, but motivation usually arrives after the action, not before it. Jason didn't suddenly become disciplined. He just removed the size of the first step. Not finish the task, not master the skill, just open the lesson, just begin. And something powerful happens when you repeat that small action enough times. Your brain stops treating the task like a threat. It becomes normal, routine, almost automatic. Months later, Jason finishes the course, not in one burst of motivation, in hundreds of tiny beginnings. But the real change wasn't the certificate. It was the moment the bookmark stopped representing guilt and started representing progress. Right now, there is probably something sitting quietly in your life, a document you haven't opened, a skill you planned to learn, a message you meant to send. Your brain will suggest comfort. Scroll first, relax first, start tomorrow. But the next time that moment appears, try something different. Don't promise yourself hours of work. Don't demand motivation. Just open the door, open the document, start the timer, write one sentence, send the message, just begin.